Hello everyone, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Apologize for the late start today. Played music last night and didn't get up till late. So today's video is a part 2 on the crazy life of Howard Morris. You know, as Ernest T. Bass. Let's get to it. He was married and divorced 5 times. According to his obituary in The Independent off-camera, Morris had an even more bizarre love life. He was married and divorced 5 times, twice to the same woman. Unfortunately, it isn't easy to work out which woman he pulled double duty with. Best I can find are the names of his 4 wives: Helen, Dolores, Kathleen, and Judith. His son David released a rock album in 2010. His son David put out a rock album in 2010 called The Picture an Accident. In a press release, he said, "I lost my father in 2005, and I really miss him. His life was outstanding, and that inspired me to make this record. It was truly a one-man show, with David writing, recording, and producing the entire album with his Apple Mac. He even provided all the vocal parts and played every instrument." Morris had mixed feelings about Sid Caesar. In a 2001 interview with the Knoxville News-Sentinel newspaper, Morris admitted that he had a complicated relationship with his longtime co-star Sid Caesar. "He was the most skillful performer I ever met, observed, or worked with," Morris said, "but I don't want to be buried with the guy." He then proceeded to call him a talented animal with a few choice expletives thrown in. Morris's first wife was a private eye. In February of '56, the Tarrytown News newspaper published an article about Morris' headline, "Howard Morris had started as crocodile impersonator." That wasn't even the weirdest revelation, though. When the writer brought up his wife Helen, they mentioned that she was a keen astronomer, told you I got up late, and listed her many former occupations as private detective, a newspaper copy girl, and an airline stewardess. He was Qantas Koala. Qantas Airways Limited is the planet's 3rd oldest surviving airline. The Australian company had a successful advertising campaign for many years that featured a cute koala bear whose catchphrase was, "I hate Qantas." The animal was annoyed that the airline was bringing so many visitors to his homeland, and the grumpy bear was voiced by none other than Howard Morris from 1967 until the 1990s. The director of Stand By Me grew up around Morris. Rob Reiner, you know, was the meathead from All in the Family, an incredibly successful Hollywood director, with the likes of Stand By Me, Misery, and A Few Good Men. He grew up in the business too, and his father was Carl Reiner, and it naturally meant that he knew Morris from a very young age. In fact, in '99, he told the Washington Post that Morris, Sid Caesar, and Mel Brooks were regulars in the Reiner household. Morris was able to make money in later life due to Ernest T. Bass. His friend and former director, Mark Evanier, once revealed something bittersweet on his website. He said that in his later days, Morris' primary way to make money involved the goodwill afforded to him by Ernest T. Bass and the Andy Griffith Show. He wrote, "The last decade or so, Howie's main source of income was signing autographed photos and making personal appearances for fans of that classic series. He gave better performances the less he prepared." About Morris, Mark Evanier also said he was a brilliant, spontaneous actor who could read the same line of dialogue 10 times and do it a minimum of 11 different ways. On Garfield and Friends, my big insight as director came when I realized that the less Howie knew about what he was reading, the more likely he was to do something stunning. The spontaneity actually helped rather than hindered Morris's performance. And, last but not least on this one, Morris tried to ensure he wasn't typecast in the 1950s. In 1958, King features Syndicate story. Morris revealed that he was afraid of becoming typecast as a comedian. He is promoting his part in Code of the Corner, a crap theater TV episode in which he portrayed a gangster. He explained, "I started as an actor before I became identified as a comic, and now that I'm no longer with Sid, I'm back in the open market again." And that's all I got for you today. There'll probably be a part 3 to this at some point. Again, sorry for the late start today. Have a great day. Remember what Memorial Day is all about. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.